Good day, everyone. You are welcome to today's practical. In today's practical, that is in today's biology in integrated science practical, we shall be looking at modifications of parts of plants for storage. That is, we're going to look at how parts of plants are modified for storing of foods. We have different modifications of different parts of the body of plants. We're going to look at how we have modifications of leaves in some plants. We have modifications of stems. We have also modification of roots. So we're going to look at modifications of leaves, but we are going to look at specifically for storage. That is how they have been modified. How leaves have been modified to store food. And one thing again you need to know is that leaves can be modified just like any other part of the body of plants, can be modified, you know, for different purpose or into different things. When we are saying that modification, or when we say modification of parts of the body of plant, that is when the parts of the body of plants are not looking, the way or in the usual or the regular way. When we say leaves now, we have treated leaf, we have looked at different types of leaf, but a situation, different types of leaves, but a situation where you have leaves that are not looking like the ones we have treated. They are not looking like the regular one you see. Then we refer to that as modifications. Like for example, we have a situation where leaves have been modified to form something like needle. Leaves have been modified to form things like spines. It's telling us that they are leaves, but they are not looking like the normal leaves that will be flat with veins and the rest, but they are still leaves because they carry out or perform the functions of leaves. When you have a situation like that, they are modified for certain purpose or purposes. So in today's practical, we're going to look at how parts of plants are modified for storage, especially for food storage. So when you look at modifications of leaves, we have different examples. But this is a situation where leaves, has been reduced to something like underground stem. That is, they are found under the ground. In such a situation, you have the leaves being fleshy. That is, the leaves are storing, the leaves are storing, or the leaf storing foods like starch, and so the leaves are swollen up. But you still, when you open it, when you look at it, you will see that it still has what? Bud, especially terminal bud. On the outer part, you can see the scaly leaves. So you can also see the apical bud. So because of the presence of these things, they are still, or such modifications on leaves still shows that these ones are still leaves. Examples of those such, like you have aloe species. Aloe species, the leaves are modified to store water. In that case, they are modified. That's why you see aloe vera that is very common, the species that's very common around us. You see the leaves are always swollen. The leaves are swollen. In that case, they store water. Then we also have onion. Onion is common to us. We say onion is, a modified leaf. In some cases, they can call it modified shoot. Some people call it modified shoot. But the most important thing is that it has buds. It has the apical bud, the terminal bud. At the base, you have the adventitious root. And when you open it, you will see the buds inside, and you will see that the leaves, it is covered outside with scaly leaves, that is leaves that are not swollen, and inside you have the leaves that are swollen up, and these leaves that are swollen are fleshy and they are storing starch. Now the next one we are going to look at is modifications of stems. Now when you talk about modifications of stem, that's a situation where you have the stem, that is the stem system, growing under the ground. You have it, having these modifications for storing food, that is modifications of stems for storing food. We have two different ones that we are going to look at. In the first one, you have a situation where when the stem grows and grows down into the ground, at the end, that is at the tip of the stems, it has, or it becomes swollen with stored starch. It becomes swollen, now looks or have a conical shape. The swollen tips now have a conical shape, and in that situation we call those ones tubers, and it is referred to as, or we refer to such as, stem tubers. They possess buds, that is auxiliary buds, lateral buds. They possess nodes. They possess lenticel that you will find normally on those stems that are found on top of the ground. Examples of such stem tubers are your potato, your yam. Then we also have a situation where stems grow under the ground but in an horizontal way. That is, they will not form a conical shaped something at the tip under the ground, but instead they will continue to grow under the ground in an horizontal way. And as long they are growing in an horizontal way under the ground, those ones are referred to as rhizomes. Example is ginger, sugarcane, turmeric. When you look at this one, you will see that you can boldly see the nodes, see the internodes, and you can even see some some adventitious roots at the node side. Then you also have modifications of roots. When you talk about modifications of root, this normally occurs in plants with taproot system. The taproots become swollen up, become fleshy, and stores starch. In this case, we have examples like carrots. That main thing in carrot that we chew is what we refer to as a root. So carrot is a root, is a modified root. We also have cassava, which in cassava's case, the main root, that is the main taproot, turns or grow to become something like a conic or something that is conical in shape, and that is referred to as root tubers. Then another example that we have is cocoyam. Cocoyam sometimes is referred to as a corm, that is CORM. So all this we have looked at are different examples of modifications of parts of plants modified to store food. So in today's practical, you are provided with certain specimens. You are provided with carrots, provided with cocoyam, provided with turmeric, as well as ginger, and you are provided with onion and garlic. So what you are going to do is that you are going to use onion as an example of a modified leaf. You are going to prepare the longitudinal section of onion and you are going to draw. When you cut it longitudinally, you will be able to see the buds inside. Then you are going to draw the going to draw ginger as an example of a modified stem, and you are going to draw carrots as an example of modified root. So you are going to draw those diagrams, and you are going to draw them and label them fully. And with that, we'll be able to, with that, it will give us, or this will give an example to us to be able to identify these different types. Thank you.